welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Lotte and today I'm going to be showing you how I dye my eyebrows using the Dye Brow. I've been using this for years now. I think I did my first video of what was going on and how to use this like 3 years ago maybe. I've been using it ever since, every 6 weeks, maybe even to 8 weeks sometimes, depending on how good I've managed to dye it. This is probably like my 5th kit. They last a really long time. I'm gonna say probably 3rd actually. 3rd kit. They last a really long time. Okay, so first of all you get the instructions. Make sure you read them all the way through before you start. You also then get the dye and the activator. So you need to know how many drops you need of that. You get like a little spoolie to mix it all around. You get an eyebrow brush, like so. And you get the actual place where, you know, all of the things are, but this is where you mix it in inside. So I thought I'd show you what my eyebrows look like first, because they are very non-existent right now, and they go like that because my hair is like naturally quite light. You can tell like from my eyelashes, they all just like disappear into nothing. So I 100% need to dye my eyebrows today, and I also need to pluck them, and I'll show you just how I do my eyebrows in general. So my eyebrows look like this. They're very light on the edges. You can actually see on some of them like half of it is dyed and half of it is white, where the dye was from last time. I've got ones growing all over the place. I need to cut them because they're so long. And yeah, I always find that I've got a circle here that just doesn't grow. I've got a really pale patch there. And this eyebrow is a totally different shape from this eyebrow, but they're sisters, they ain't twins. So what you want to do first is make sure your eyebrows are totally clear from any makeup. You don't want any foundation, concealer, or even brow pencil in it either. So we're going to start with this and follow the instructions basically. So I kind of know it off by heart now. I use about that much. I think it says like a 2 centimeter blob. 1, 2. So I'm running really low on that. I've probably got another 2 goes, I reckon, out of that. And then you want to go crazy and mix it totally over and over again, so it's fully in the solution. So I haven't done my eyebrows now in about 6 weeks. I tried to not pluck as many as I could. Obviously I got the crazy ones that were like down by my eye, but the actual ones that I need to, like the baby ones and the ones to make the shape, I actually left for you guys, so we're gonna do that today. At first I used this and went over it, but I found it really hard to get in the places like this, so it's crazy, I know, but I use this. Whatever you do, don't put the dye on anything that's wood, or I don't even like to put it on my sink just in case. Everything goes in this plastic container, it gets washed. I actually wipe it with tissue and then wash it straight away. So let me get my mirror and we are gonna go crazy. So I find it much easier to brush like the underlayer. With the spoolie thing, I tended to only dye the top layer, so this is where I've come in with this trick. Can you see my super white hairs there? So I need to make sure they are totally covered. If you're a mum, you'll have these on hand. Baby wipe. Just get anything that's come over the edge because it will dye your skin, and that is not a look that we want today. Once you're happy, leave them. Don't touch them because you'll start rubbing it all the way and then you have to start all over again. So as you can see, it's quite big at the minute. They're quite dark, don't worry. The longer you leave it on, the darker it'll get. So if you don't want really dark ones, wipe it off. This is the dark brown colour. You can get other colours. I think you can get black as well. So it says that you shouldn't leave it on for a really long time. However, I like them super dark, so I will leave this on until it dries. I don't know why it doesn't work to my full advantage if I don't, but that's what I do. So I'm not saying do this, it's probably against the rules in the instructions, but that's what I do. So we will come back as soon as they are dry. Okay, I'm back, they're totally dry. It's been like an hour. Me and my son were just doing a jigsaw upstairs. Time caught away, but you can start to tell when they're dry because they feel a little bit stiff. So all I do now, another baby wipe, get rid of all the excess stuff. Literally wipe it all away. They're a bit red, obviously, because I've just like scrubbed the stuff off of them. So what I'm going to do now is show you how I actually get the shape. Mine are quite good that they hold the shape and like around it. It doesn't really go too far past the line, if you know what I mean. They're going to go really red today. I can feel it. It's a painful day. Sometimes it's no pain at all. Some others it's just owie. Isn't that weird? As for the top, I kind of just do the ones that are totally miles away from my eyebrow. And that's generally it with the top ones. So now I get my nail scissors and I brush my eyebrow totally to the sky. And all of them ones that go past the line get their heads taken off. Just makes them look a bit more straight. There we go. That's how I basically do my eyebrows. Gonna get this one done and then I'll show you when it's finished. I always find this eyebrow a lot harder to cut. So there we go. That is how I do my eyebrows. Tint them, shape them, and cut them. Seems like a lot of work just for an eyebrow, but they do tend to last, again, for 6 weeks. And gradually, as they get worse and worse and worse, I just fill them in using this. Benefit Brow Zings. Inside is the powder and the gel, so I just powder it on and then I use the waxy gel to hold them in place, and it will last the full 6 weeks then. This I've had for over a year and it's still going, so definitely agree to buying one of them. And yeah, I think that's everything that you needed to know, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll get like a little photo shoot at the end so you can have a look properly with like a full face of makeup on how they look, because obviously they look totally different from what they started out as. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you again for the next one.